Hi everybody, it's Wendy from Cinnamon Sweet Shop, and today I'm going to talk to you about rolled fondant. Now, there are three different kinds of fondants that you'll find. One of them is a cream fondant, and that's usually found as a filling in chocolate candy, such as a buttercream candy, has a thick cream pasty type of filling, mostly sugar, but also has other flavorings. Then you'll find something called poured fondant. And poured fondant tends to be a thin, syrupy type of pourable icing that you'll find on top of petit fours. I've seen it used on black and white cookies. It does have a lot of corn syrup or glucose syrup and a lot of sugar in it. Sometimes they add chocolate to it and you'll have a chocolate poured fondant. But then there's also the rolled fondant, which is what I have here. And this is mostly confectioner's sugar. It does also have corn syrup or glucose syrup and a few other ingredients as well. It does have more of a clay-like consistency, and the purpose of this, mostly for covering cakes. People have used it for cupcakes, they've covered cookies with this as well. But the purpose of this, of using a rolled fondant on a cake, is to give the cake a smoother look. It can be used for sculpting. I've seen fondant flowers, all kinds of fancy cake decorating. And you'll find that most of the cake decorators out there, if you go onto the internet and you Google some of the cake decorating sites, most of the cakes are actually are made using fondant as compared to the old-fashioned buttercream with the string work and the shell borders and even the buttercream roses. Rolled fondant can either be made or it can be purchased. If you Google the term marshmallow fondant, you'll find many tutorials out there on how to make your own. And I've done that often. The downside to making it yourself is that it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of kneading that goes into it. It's messy. And it's also sticky. You do add corn syrup into it. Also, with making it yourself, you must make it the day before you're going to use it. It does have to sit overnight for it to firm up a bit. Now, the benefit to making it yourself would be that it costs much less to do it at home. If you were to purchase the rolled fondant, and that would be great if you just don't even want to make it yourself, or if you're in a hurry, you can't wait overnight, you can purchase the rolled fondant at about 3 times the cost of making it yourself. Also, when you purchase rolled fondant, you can buy it in all different colors. If you buy it in white, and I have some fondant here in white, or if you make it at home and you want to color it, you can do it, but then again, you're going to have to do about 5 to 10 minutes worth of kneading the color in, because you want to make sure that color is evenly dispersed and not streaking. And then then if you need to add more color, it's going to be even more kneading. So sometimes buying it is actually a lot more convenient than making it yourself, but again, the payoff is that it costs a lot more, and do you really want to buy it? Now, if you are going to buy it, what I always recommend, if you're going to buy Wilton brand or the brands that are sold in Michael's, A. Seymour, Joann Fabrics, and even Hobby Lobby, they download their app on their phone, and oftentimes they'll give you either a 40% or 50% off coupon for a single item. Especially over holidays, they're very generous with that coupon as well. So you could save a lot of money, and if you're going to get about half off, well, then it's probably more convenient just to buy it than make it yourself. Not many of my videos I actually do use rolled fondant. I don't dislike it. The one thing I just prefer buttercream rather than the fondant. If you're going to make a cake with the fondant on it, it's really more for the looks. It is edible, but everybody will tell you it doesn't taste good at all. Even the flavored fondants that they sell on the market are extremely sweet. They're not very good. When fondant does sit on a cake, it tends to get rubbery in texture. So when you go to serve that cake, it's going to look nice. You're going to get some oohs and ahs. People are going to say, what a beautiful cake. Where did you get it? You made it yourself? Wow. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to peel that fondant off and they're not going to eat it anyway. Yeah, it's just not very appetizing. I'm going to be using some rolled fondant in an upcoming zombie cake. I don't discount using it at all. It does have its purpose in cake decorating. The last thing I'd like to add is when you do get the fondant, it does dry very quickly. Make sure that you keep it sealed very tightly in a plastic wrap. Make sure it's airtight. After I wrap this, I'm going to wrap it again in plastic wrap. Then I'm going to put it in a sealed, tight, airtight Ziploc bag and save it for when I'm ready to use it. If you've used fondant, or if you have any questions about using fondant, comment below and let me hear what your thoughts are as well. For more baking tips and recipes, cake decorating ideas, make sure you subscribe to this website. I do have some upcoming projects that will be using fondant. Halloween's coming. I'm going to be doing a nice skull cake using this exact piece of fondant in it. And until next time, have a great week.